Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll try to make it short. In this video, we'll be talking about charting analysis, especially the trend lines, like how to identify and draw the trend lines, and what will be the significance, how we can use it in our trading. Okay, so if you like the content, please do like the video and subscribe my channel. Let's go ahead and proceed with the trend line drawing and analysis based on charts. So you are very much aware of the candlestick pattern and what is a candlestick, what is a red candle, green candle. All these things I have explained in previous videos, so you can just check my previous videos on my channel. Going ahead with the charting analysis based on trend line, the first thing you have to do is let's select it 4 hours. You can select it as 4 hours or a day. Any trend line like less than 4 hour or 2 hour, those will be like for day trades and quick 1 day 2 day swings, but this analysis will be useful for the traders who want to take maybe options which have an expiry of at least 1 month ahead, or maybe you can even use it for doing your stocks trading. It's like the people who like to take stocks and book 3%, 4%, 5% gains. Okay, so for them also this video might be useful. So let's go ahead with the content. First of all, I have taken 4 hours. 4 hours is average range between 2 hours and a day. So 4 hours candle means each candle is of 4 hours. Second is to draw a trend line. Excuse me. So second is to draw a trend line. It will be always better to use a line or area. So let's convert it into this, so that we don't have candlesticks, we have a total line pattern. Now this is our AMD stocks, advanced micro devices. Here what do you see? First of all, currently what do you see? Currently we see that there is a downtrend, okay, in AMD in 4 hours chart. So let's draw our trend line. How to start drawing out, where to start drawing our trend line? It's always recommended to start the drawing of a trend line from the recent point, okay, from the recent point, and go back, because the recent high and low made by this stock is more important than the previous one. Okay, so let's talk about the recent one. Let's choose this. Here if you go in trading view, you can see that there is a trend line. Okay, so I see that this point is my recent high. So now, since I have identified already that AMD is currently going down and down, it's making lower highs, okay, lower lows and lower highs. So currently last like 10-15 days it's been going down. If you see these dotted lines over here, these are the days, the trading days start and end. Okay, so now we see that this is the recent high. Okay, I will start my drawing my trend line somewhere from here, and I will try to connect as many as high points, okay, possible. Okay, so I have connected so many high points. Okay, so if you see here, 1 2 this also you can include 3 4 5 and 6. So I have included 6 high points, the areas which were a high point of those trading sessions. Okay, so now this is my trend line. Now what do we infer from this trend line, means what do we understand? Okay, so we see that the trend line is in the downtrend, means we see that the line is declining from a higher to a lower. Okay, so now what do we expect? The simplest expectation always is, now if there is a uptrend in AMD will touch here or maybe cross little bit, okay, and then it will give a lower low. Okay, so that is a normal prediction. Okay, so this is prediction number 1. Okay, this will help you to take put trades or to do a short position on AMD stocks. Okay, so this is a good way, means where you have to short to put a maximum gain at this level. If you see this level currently at near about 173 to 175, this region will be a short region where you can take a put trade on AMD currently. Okay, so this is a because this is a 4 hour trend line. Now you can go ahead in maybe 15 minutes, okay, and if I sorry, okay, if I just okay, so if I just do it in a 15-minute session, you can see that you might expect this one, this current candles, let me put it in the candle format, it might give a bounce and it will touch here, which is around 177, okay, that can be like 177, I said right, here I said in 4 hours, so it may come quickly. So if it touches the sin line, it may even cross little bit, because you are in a lower time frame. As you can see here, it has crossed a little bit, but it will not sustain unless it's a pure breakout of the trend line, okay, and from here you can expect a downfall. So when you have to enter a trade, now the trend line is broken upward, okay, you see here, and as soon as you get a candle close on 15 minutes, so you can enter a put trade. So if I talk about here, let's okay, so if I talk about here, you can see that that day on 4th of April, the AMD went up to like 182.87, okay, and we have a candle closing, leave this first candle, the second candle closing was at 179.46. so you can do a short position or a buy a put if you are buy a put buyer, or you can sell covered calls. All these things you can do to gain money on the upcoming downfall of this stock, okay. This is one way. Second way is if you see, if you can mark a support zone, if you consider this as the support zone, the support zone was broken, means 174 was the support zone and it was broken. So you have a candle close, always trade on the candle close. Candle close was 172.48. there was a massive downfall on 4th of April, okay, there was some panic selling, so 172 was the price. If you do a short, you can gain up to 165, okay. So this is a trend line thing which I have shown you about AMD. Let's understand the same thing in an upward movement, okay. So I am back to my 4 hours, chart, okay. I will do this again, okay. So till here, if you see, till here it was in uptrend, okay. Say suppose we have recognized this one as my swing low, okay. So this, at this point it was in a trend high. Now if I go more, we can see that this was our trend. From here I am able to connect 1, 2, consider this also 3, this is quite far, so you can leave 4. So you have 4 support zones in this trend line, and if you are getting a better incline, means your trend line has improved, okay. So this is a good way, your trend line has improved, okay. But if the same thing, if it becomes something like this one, means your trend line is now, it's a weaker trend line. It was gaining, but now it's a weaker trend line. Here if you see the real one on AMD, the trend line incline is higher, so now it is even a better trend line. So taking a trade over here in this part, when the trend line is broken upward, so suppose here 186 on 29th February, when the price was around 186 to 188, if you take there, it was more of a better entry on call side, and you would have booked gain up to 207 and even later at 212, okay. So this is one way, so to identify the trend line support. So here, since I am in uptrend, I am identifying these as my trend line supports. When you are in downtrend, you identify the trend line resistance. So talking about AMD, you can view in the upcoming days, as per this video, as per my current calculations, the trend line resistance for AMD is around 175 to 177. Okay, it may go higher. I'm not saying that it will not. It may go higher, but it will not sustain there on a 4-hour chart. Okay, so this is one way to do that trend line support and trend line resistance when we are in downtrend. As currently we are in downtrend on AMD, so we talk about trend line resistance. When we are in upward, we talk about trend line support. Okay, I will show you some other stocks also for identifying trend line supports. Okay, and the next possibility, one more. So we have been talking about resistance. Now there is one more possibility, which is breakout. Okay, so breakout will be, the trend line breakout will be, it will cross here. Okay, and it will sustain. Next time it may come touch the trend line and again make a higher high. Okay, again make a higher high. So this was a previous high, this was a previous high, it will make a higher high over here. Okay, if I just change the color, yeah. So yeah, okay, again back to red. So now you can see when it happens, it will again come back. It will not cross your trend line anymore, and it will make again another higher high. Okay, again another higher high. So that time you will see that you will be able to draw a uptrend line. Okay, and there you can identify the place where you have a support. Now when you have drawn this trend line, sorry, I draw the trend line in the opposite manner. Let me draw it correctly. We have to draw from the recent to the past. Okay, so I draw okay, so now this will be the correct way to draw, from recent going to backward past. Okay, so now this is my support, and then if you understand that, now next support, next time if you are here somewhere, may not even touch, because when it is an upward, the touching on the trend line may not happen so frequently. Okay, and you can see that it will make a higher high. Okay, so what are my entry points? What are my entry points? My entry point will be, first of all, this is a breakout. Okay, so we will not trade over here, because there might be a fake breakout and it will again, and it may again come back. Okay, so let me choose some other color, and it may again come back in the same trade and again make a lower low. That is a possibility. But if it does not, and you are able to draw this trend line, upward direction trend line, at that point, the third touch, this is the first one, this is second one. Okay, this is the starting point, this is first touch, so I will write here 1, this is 2, okay, and this is 3. Okay, so the third touch point is your entry point. Means here you can buy calls, or you can buy the stocks to gain in the upward direction. Okay, always use 4 hours. If you want to do a relaxed trading, you don't want to babysit your trade throughout the day, and then if you are a swing trader, you do not want to, okay, I took a swing and morning first thing I have to check, I have to book my profits. If you don't want to do all those things, so always choose 4 hours, because that gives you a bigger picture of a higher level understanding on a longer trend, what is the stock doing. Okay, so when this happened, the trend breakout happens, the third position, this is a very good, excellent trade. I will show you the same thing over here. Okay, let me draw one thing. So you saw that this was an uptrend. Okay, so okay, this was an uptrend. Okay, and I will just extend this. Okay, so I have just extended this line, this particular line. Let me say a line number Z. Okay, so this Z line I have extended it. Now if you see, my trend line was broken here, and if you see that it never came back again to break this line in the higher direction, means it was broken. There was a wedge and the wedge was broken downward. This is called a wedge formation, a flag formation, and the flag is broken downward. Okay, so this is your this is your break, means breakout. This is your point number 1. This is your point, this is the initial point. This is your point number 1 where the breakout happened. This is point number 2. Okay, and let me switch to candle format to find if we have a point number 3. Okay, so this one, maybe this did not touch the trend line, but you can consider this as point number 3 or even this as point number 3. Okay, so you may consider this one as your trade point 3, or you may consider this one. Okay, this one is a sure short entry on AMD, because this is the third touch of the trend line, and this is a put entry, means a short entry, and the price would have been 183.89. so if you see on all the trades which I have posted for AMD, I am always very comfortable to post a, a trade as soon as AMD goes up, and as soon as it goes below 182 I enter my put. Okay, so 183 is a confirmation of the touch of the trend line, and coming down by like $1.5 or $2 up to breaking below 182 is a confirmation, and I enter my put at 182. And if you see here, I entered in a day trade. In a day trade I booked my profit at 176. Okay, and if you are able to keep some free contracts, and if you are able to hold for like maybe couple of days, so you book another gain at 174. Then because 174 was a strong support, a strong previous support, and if you can sustain it more, you book the best gain at 170. Okay, so you got to ride your AMD put from 182 to 176 on the same day, and 174 on the upcoming days. Okay, so this is a clear downtrend. It was a breakout, then touch number 1, touch number 2, and if you consider this as touch number 3, very good. It would have been better. You could have even when this swing low was broken, so even 185, if MD going below 185 would also have been a good put. Otherwise you go for the clear touch of the trend line, and you trade here and you go down. Okay, now I have explained this. So whenever an uptrend comes back, when this trend line is broken, means AMD is able to sustain at 183 and above, and doesn't come back below 176. 176 would be your this current trend line within like 4 hours. Within the next 4 hours, if it doesn't come back below 176, means you can mark it as a start of the next uptrend. Okay, and you can enter your call positions, which may be like 1 month or 2 month or a quarter away expiry, or you can even enter stocks based on this trend line, the downtrend line breakout, and an uptrend formation. Okay, now let's understand same thing with some other stocks. I have chosen Microsoft because Microsoft is still currently in the uptrend zone. So I have, let me draw the trend line. I have 4 hours. I have marked this as area. The dotted lines are the days of the trade. Okay, so 4-hour candles means each day will have 2 candles. Now like this is a new low. Okay, this seems to be a panic selling, so I will consider this as the new low. Okay, and you have a trend. Okay, so I will try to connect as many dots as possible. Okay, you still have a trend. So here if you see here, it broke but it did not sustain. Again it went back above the uptrend line. Okay, uptrend line. So now if you ask me on a 4-hour basis, your next entry on Microsoft might be near 422 or something. When again you have to choose back like 15-minute candles. Okay, I will do it in the candle formation. If you see here, it will come approximately this line over here. If you see, this is being a support line. Okay, so it may come approximately here 422, and as soon as it crosses above 424.5, you should be able to enter a call position. Okay, you should be able to enter a call position to go higher. Okay, so this is one point. Going back to my, sorry. Okay. So going back to my uptrend one. Okay, right. Okay, so here currently we are in uptrend. Now what will be the next case? Next case is the trend line is broken. So your trend line is like this. Okay, and you broke the trend line, okay, over here, and it sustained. It never crossed back up. It never crossed back above this trend line. Okay, and now you have a lower low, and this one. Okay, so now you have a trend over here. Okay, so if I point out this one, now this is your trend line. Sorry, again I draw in the opposite direction. I don't want to do that. You have to draw a trend line from recent to past. Okay, so now this is your trend line. Okay, so this was my 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So this is your entry for your put direction. If this uptrend line is broken, if this support, even better if this support is broken, the current support as you can see is 418. Okay, and even better if you go 414 is your current support. If the 414 is broken, you should be able to enter a put direction for Microsoft. Okay, but currently it is in uptrend. So your call entry should be, you have to watch when it is like 422, but as soon as it goes above 424.5, you can go ahead for a call entry, and in like couple of days or 3-4 days, it can surely make a higher high, which might be above 433.08. Okay, now again, whatever I am speaking in this video, these are like recent, and the date today is 7th of April. We will be able to, since I am telling you the price levels, we will be able to monitor these price levels in the upcoming days. So if upcoming days whatever happens, I might post another video that okay, I spoke about these all price lines on these dates, and Microsoft has broken above 433, or it broke the trend line below and it is trading below 414. 414 was your swing support. Okay, the best swing support currently is 414. So it is trading below 414 and you are able to take puts, or if you are above 433 and you are able to see a higher high on Microsoft. Okay, so this was about Microsoft. And one more stock might be which is in very much discussion is Tesla. Okay, so what is the next high point in Tesla? Tesla is in a clear downtrend, and the next entry on Tesla is, if you broke above like 175, it might go, and as soon as it breaks below 170, enter your put. Okay, okay, so in Tesla, always remember, as soon as it goes up, let it go. Don't do anything unless it is able to sustain above 180 for like 1 or 2 days. If not, and it comes back to 170 level on the same day, as soon as 170 is broken, it confidently get on a put or do short on Tesla next time. Okay, and you can see that you will be able to print some profit up to 166 and maybe 165 on Tesla. Okay, so this is about the charting techniques. Now on the other side, currently Tesla is trading quite cheap, and soon it may be able to break this trend line and might be able to trade in upward direction quite soon. Okay, if we talk about day, like yeah, so this is a good support here. These are day candles. This is a good support. Now this is your, let me use horizontally. Okay, so this one is support, which is like 159. Okay, as of now it is not broken, and this support was 167, which is already broken. So 159 is a quite a good support, which might not be broken too soon, and if broken it will it will definitely touch 155 in coming days. If it breaks below 159, it will touch 155 quite soon. Okay, and your downtrend will continue. If not, if it goes higher and if it is able to sustain above 180 for three candles, at least it should sustain 3 candles of 4 hours, means 1.5 day. Okay, so if it is able to do that, you can see a new uptrend in Tesla. You can also keep alerts, like I have kept my alert maybe at 183. When it goes above 183, I'll watch if it is able to sustain and go higher. If not, and if it breaks below, as soon as it breaks below 170, I will ride my put side or the short side quite confidently on Tesla. Again, these are the price levels, these are the price points I am talking in my video. Okay, in the upcoming days, when these prices happen, okay, if it is able to sustain above 183, we go call side, or if it breaks, whenever it breaks 170, if we are able to book some gains or not. So we can discuss these points in upcoming days, and maybe I will post another result video of this analysis. I have done analysis for 3 stocks, AMD, Microsoft and Tesla. Okay, so this was the analysis how you can draw trend lines. Always draw trend lines on 4 hours, then start from the recent point and go backward. Whether when it is a downtrend, the trend line will tell you the resistance points. Okay, so this was resistance point number 1, means 204. Then this was resistance point number 3, 181. This was resistance point number 4, 175. Okay, and one more thing, once the trend line is broken for like couple of days, you should delete that trend line. That trend line is no more useful for you. Okay, once if let's say if Tesla is able to trade like this, okay, you should be deleting this trend line, because this trend line will no longer be useful for you. Okay, if Tesla trades like this and it makes an uptrend, like this uptrend, so this is your 1, 2 and 3. This will be your entry point on Tesla when it is in uptrend. Okay, so when that trend, the downtrend line is broken, just delete it, because it is of no use. Okay, now last couple of things which I want to mention. Whenever you do all these things, you can just right click on your trading view chart. You have a button called remove drawings. It will clean up your chart. It will remove all the drawings. Okay, so all the trend line and whatever we marked with pencils, it's removed, but alerts will be there. I have a paid subscription for trading view, so I am able to see many more indicators, and also uh, I am able to put as many alerts as I want. But if you are not, you can keep up to 2 or 3 alerts, and you will be able to allow maybe up to 2 indicators. I think the recent one they have changed. Okay, so that is one thing. And the last thing, lot of people talk about charting. How good is the charting analysis? Okay, my answer to that is, some analysis is definitely better than nothing. Okay, if you don't have any analysis and if you're going and putting your money, in options, it's just gambling. Okay, if not, you have some analysis. Okay, so this is my trend line, that the stock is respecting the trend line, whether it is downtrend line, it's respecting the resistance points. When it is in the uptrend line, it is respecting the support lines. Okay, so you have a plan. Okay, this is my support line, it is not yet broken, I have an entry. Why it is important? Because see, when it is high, if you take AMD at 212, AMD is making higher high, let's buy stocks at 212. Okay, no good. Okay, even here, if you buy your stock at 182, you have to see a downfall at 177, and that too for 5 days. After 5 days only it started going up. So instead of that, instead of buying on a FOMO basis, fear of missing out at 182, you can draw a trend line. And maybe you can enter at 176, which is even better for you. So you enter a stock when the stock is, you enter the long side when the stock is low. Same thing, you enter the put side when your um, stock is at the resistance level. See, this is a so nice entry, 182. Okay, clear, it's on the trend line, it's a nice one, and you enter here. Okay, so that is one. And uh, charting can go right, it can also go wrong at times. See, wrong, what wrong can happen? Wrong, I won't even call it a wrong thing. Okay, that is also a part of analysis. The trend line can be broken, yes. Okay, the trend line can be broken here and it did not come back. Okay, as soon as it came back, I took my put here. If it did not come back, I will wait. If it did not come back, and if suppose it came here only and then it went a higher high, I am already on a long side, there was no mistake done. Okay, so if you just entered your put side at 175 in a hurry because it touched the trend line, that's not a part of the plan. Okay, if you entered, yeah, it broke the trend line, it's going upward. Now look for upward trend, book your losses as quick as possible, because you are in a 2 month or 3 month away expiry. Okay, so maybe you might have lost, suppose if you have taken a call worth 1500, you might lose like $300. It's okay, let it go, that's fine. Book $300 loss, it's a quick loss, means a less loss compared to 1500. And start trading on the uptrend. Draw an uptrend line and enter your position here at 175 in the upside, and you can see that it will make 192 quite soon, and you can book much better gains. Okay, so charting analysis is definitely good for people who want to do relaxed tradings. They don't want to babysit their trades for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 1 day and 2 days. Okay, they should be able to use these techniques of trend lines on a 4-hour chart. Definitely use 4 hour. I wouldn't even consider anything less than 2 hours. I wouldn't even consider as a trend line. Okay, for people who want to take relaxed trades, or if you are booking stocks, if you are taking stocks for 2-3 days and you want to book 4%, 5% gain, so use trend lines in 4-hour and 2-hour charts. Okay, don't even use 1 hour. 1 hour and less is for day traders. Like I'm trading both ways. I'm trading day trades, I'm doing swings of this kind. So I use both 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, if I have to scalp, I'm using 3 minutes and 2 minutes on QQQ trades. Other than that, I am on 5, 15 and 1 for my day trade analysis. I just see the trend in the 1 hour chart, I plan my entry on 15-minute chart, and I plan my exit on 5-minute chart. So that is the plan on my day trades. Okay, just telling you informational basis, but your trend line will work best if you are on 4 hours, or if you are bit aggressive, you can do 2 hours, but definitely not less than 2 hours. Okay. I hope you would have liked the content on this video. If you like this video, please click like and do subscribe my channel. And thank you for watching. Wish you all a very good and profitable sessions. Upcoming sessions are very profitable. Yeah, thank you all.